Now on CoastTV News.
A cold front is sweeping away the heat and humidity with a cooler and drier air mass to start the month of July. I'll tell you how long it sticks around and what to expect for the 4th of July coming up.
Heavy flooding in other parts of the country, what people had to deal with in New England states over the weekend.
A win for wind power, the bill approved in the Delaware General Assembly, and what it means for our coast.
Celebrating 60, the anniversary for the Cape May Lewis Ferry, and how its first trip was not a smooth start.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Monday, July 1st, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thank you for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And new month as we flip the calendar, heading towards what for some will be an extended Independence Day holiday weekend.
Exciting news for you guys. Oh, you too. Okay, well,
now that you've divulged my personal calendar to all of Delmarva.
You're welcome, Delmarva. You know where Matt Pensick will be.
Or won't be.
Won't be, true. We'll bring in Bob now, though. Bob, you're here with me the rest of the week, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I will be. Absolutely. And what a beautiful start to the month of July. Well, not beautiful yet, but it will be. And we are clearing things out slowly but surely this morning. We had those storms last night. We had a cold front sweep through and still some lingering showers around Salisbury, Chincoteague, back through Elliott as well. But the main thrust of rain has moved offshore as we're looking at a cold front here, slowly pushing off of Delmarva, but still lots of energy along this front offshore and back into North Carolina. But we've got drier air building in from the north and west, so it will be a mostly sunny Monday. Temperatures right now, not bad, mid to upper 60s, and the winds are picking up out of the north. We like that direction, around 7 to 14 miles per hour. So we'll see lingering showers very early this morning, then that quickly clears out. Here's 8 a.m. on Futurecast, looking at upper 60s, a refreshing northerly wind, and you'll notice that lower humidity as we go through the day. By 1:30, upper 70s, right around 80 inland areas, 70s to around 80 along the coast. So a beautiful Monday on the way. Make sure you stay hydrated and have the sunglasses as well. But we do warm it up towards the 4th of July. I'll have that holiday forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Bob, thank you so much. We're now going to take a look at video of thunderstorms that made their way through Rhode Island over the weekend. You know, that's where Christian McCaffrey and Olivia Culpo got married, just so you know. As you can see, the area is dealing with heavy flooding. I didn't see that in their wedding photos, but authorities say several streets were blocked off in that area when they became impassable. So far, thankfully, no injuries have been reported.
Sunday was the final day of the current Delaware legislative session, Paige, and one of the big bills approved deals with the future of wind farms off of our coast. It's called the Delaware Energy Solutions Act. It sets a target of generating 1,200 megawatts of electricity from wind farms, and the bill puts in place the process to buy materials and contract labor to build the wind farms. Sussex County Democrat Senator Russ Huxtable, one of the bill's co-sponsors, and it did pass along party line votes in the Democrat-controlled chamber.
New this morning, we have reaction from the Nature Conservancy on the passage of this bill. So according to the executive director, Lori Brennan, the expansion of sustainable clean energy solutions, they say, is critically important to the fight against climate change. That bill is now ready for Governor Carney's signature.
Also new this morning, a bill to eliminate the death penalty. It failed in the Delaware General Assembly. The State House of Representatives could not pass the legislation to permanently remove the penalty for first-degree murder. Death penalty, it was ruled unconstitutional by the Delaware Supreme Court in 2016, but it is still codified in state law. And even though 24 representatives voted in favor of it being removed, the nature of the bill required a 2/3 majority vote, so it fell a few votes short of passing.
Delaware's budget is another thing checked off the to-do list. Governor Carney saying the budget for fiscal year 2025 is over $6 billion. According to the governor, this budget will continue to support public schools, the workforce, and the environment. It also includes a record-setting $98.5 million grant package. A major chunk of the budget will be going towards over $1 billion capital budget. Carney saying he's proud of the work lawmakers did during this session.
So this one, it might not be the biggest piece of the legislation coming out of the General Assembly on Sunday, but it does have an impact for some of our coastal communities. All that is needed to make the Orange Crush the state cocktail of Delaware is for Governor Carney's signature. The bill was sponsored by Lewis area Representative Pete Schwarzkopf. The Crush has long been the go-to drink for many of the bars near the beach.
Happening today, dredging that is scheduled in Millsboro. According to the town, DENREC will resume dredging the Indian River. This project began last fall with preparations to the wetland restoration site that'll receive the dredged sediment. Now, when this work starts, boaters, you should use extreme caution. Protect your own safety as well as the safety of dredge crews. Also, DENREC says boaters should expect delays in that area when you're traveling.
Happening tonight, tax increases. It's the center of attention in Lewis. They have 2 public hearings are scheduled. First one deals with a new lodging tax that city officials are pushing to be 3%. It would apply to hotels, motels, or tourist homes. Second hearing is for bumping the short-term rental tax up from 5 to 6%, according to the website AirDNA. That analyzes Airbnb data. The average daily vacation rental rate in Lewis is over $375.
Milton wants to hold a future public hearing on marijuana establishments. According to the town's agenda, officials want to schedule a hearing on how the town will regulate recreational marijuana within town limits. Right now, an ordinance is drafted that aims to prohibit the manufacturing and testing facilities and marijuana retail stores. Council could look at adopting this after a future hearing.
60 years ago today in Lewis, actually this was yesterday, the governors of Delaware and New Jersey were part of a ceremony celebrating the launch of the Cape May Lewis Ferry. It was June 30th, 1964, and it became the only way south of Wilmington for drivers to travel between the 2 states. And while there was plenty of pomp and circumstance, it was also a day that did not go smoothly.
So a little chaos in the early days. They were doing the christening where they break the bottle of champagne, but one of the interns had wrapped the bottle with some tape because he was afraid that the shards of glass would come out of the bag that was surrounding the bottle. And the First Lady of Delaware went to swing the bottle and it did not break. So one of the ferry executives rushed in to help, and he was able to really swing it and break it against the side of the ship, but in doing so he broke his thumb.
Now, as for the first paying customers, that occurred on July 1st, 1964. And today on Coast TV News at 6, we will go back in time to those first days of the ferry and also look at what the ferry means today. Democrats are in salvage mode after the fallout from the president debate performance by Joe Biden by trying to turn the page with campaign events.
Still, questions remain about the president's age, his fitness, and candidacy moving forward. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how officials are still standing behind both presumptive candidates.
President Biden and his allies doing damage control over the weekend following the president's lackluster debate performance.
Joe Biden has confronted and had to come back from tragedy, from trials, from tribulations throughout his entire life. So the moment that we're in right now is a comeback moment.
The public show of support for the 81-year-old comes amid private discussions about the party's future.
There are very honest and serious and rigorous conversations taking place at every level of our party because it is a political party.
A poll conducted just hours after the debate showing 60% of voters said Biden should be replaced as the Democratic candidate. Those on the short list for former President Trump's vice president are standing firmly behind him.
I actually don't care if Joe Biden is the Democratic nominee because Donald Trump is the Republican nominee, and the contrast between Republican policies under Donald Trump and whoever the Democrats ultimately end up with is very powerful.
Republicans are also defending concerns about the former president dodging questions and making false claims during the first presidential face-off.
Donald Trump was very clear. He will not support a federal abortion ban. He was super clear on that during the debate.
Some voters remain unhappy with their options.
They were both going back and forth. It was like throwing jabs at each other. We're not here for that. We're here for the American people.
Both campaigns hope to convince Americans they deserve another term. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Top campaign official says there was a tense call with dozens of donors Sunday, Paige.
Laying out what could happen for campaign infrastructure should Biden step aside, stressing he had no plans to do so. But we still have more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, that's right. Coming up, boat parade prep begins. We'll show you what you can expect in Lewis and other events this Independence Day weekend.
Also coming up, ice cream for a cause, how one shop in Rehoboth Beach is catering to its employees just as much as its customers.
And Chipotle portion problem, why one restaurant analyst thinks the chain may be skimping on your food. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
If you're experiencing ringing, humming, or buzzing in your ear, you may have tinnitus.
Tinnitus is a condition that can make it hard to understand speech, relax, or sleep.
If you have any of these symptoms, the first step is getting your hearing tested. The audiologist will be able to diagnose your problem and prescribe you devices that can alleviate your symptoms.
Hearing aids like Signius even offer tinnitus programs that can offset tinnitus noises.
To learn more information about Massed Audiology, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Just about 5:12 on this Monday, first day of July, and improving weather conditions on our Bay Health cam right now. Seeing some clouds and some blue skies in Dover, 66 right now, as we're seeing things beginning to dry out. We have a cold front that's swinging through. Still some lingering showers around the eastern shore, back through Virginia around Chincoteague, and even farther south down into the Norfolk area. But the trend is drier conditions as these showers continue to move to the east. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s to around 70, but we're not going to really warm up too much today as we've got a northerly wind, but a beautiful day on the golf course. It'll take a little while for the course to dry out. Otherwise, looking excellent, mostly sunny, warm, less humid, and a high around 80 degrees.
We're now only days away from July 4th, and Ocean City announces it will host 2 fireworks displays on that date. You can view one display at Northside Park in the Bay. The other one will be at Caroline Street. These events both kick off at 8 p.m. with music and will be followed by the fireworks at 9:30 p.m. Now get this, the inlet parking lot, that'll be open. The parking rate will be increased to $5 per hour for that day. And then there's several locations that will actually be closed for parking. Those can be found on our website, coasttvnews.com. Rehoboth Beach is holding their Independence Day fireworks show on Saturday, July 6th. And while it brings lots of fun, there are also a lot of closures, so plan ahead if you're going to that one. The bandstand area will be closed from 6 p.m. to midnight on the 6th, beginning at 7 p.m. Only bus traffic and homeowners will be permitted on Henlopen and Surf Avenues. With those road closings, there are also no parking zones at Surf Avenue, Grenoble Place, and Surfside Place.
Are Chipotle's burrito bowls really getting smaller? I feel like we all think they are, but that's also what a Wells Fargo restaurant analyst wanted to find out after a viral trend dubbed the Chipotle phone method that surfaced on TikTok. So Chipotle CEO addressed the issue, saying the portions have not gotten smaller. In response, Chipotle said bowl sizes, they may just vary depending on the ingredients. I'm not buying it, however. All right, well, famed investor Warren Buffett, he's made some big changes to his will. The chairman of Berkshire Hathaway told the Wall Street Journal he's putting his wealth in a new charitable trust overseen by his 3 kids. The 93-year-old billionaire said he put it together during the plan due to his trust he has in his children's values and how they will distribute his wealth. That's very sweet. Still ahead this morning, we're talking ice cream for a cause, how one shop in Rehoboth Beach is breaking down barriers for those with Down syndrome.
We're seeing brightening conditions this morning on our Gateway Subaru Camp. 69 Ocean City should be a beautiful beach day and a nice start to July with dry and warmer conditions. But it does get much warmer by the 4th. I'll have the details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Many people take their eyes for granted, but a dilated exam that's thorough, looking at the retina and the front of the eye, can be extremely important. It can not only save your eyesight, but possibly even save your life, finding conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, or even tumors. So make sure that you make an appointment with your local eye care professional to have a thorough medical dilated exam.
For more about Chesapeake Eye, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Approaching 5:17 on this Monday morning, and you are now looking live at Ocean City, and that Ferris wheel in the background there. It's likely going to get a big workout with all the people making their way to the beach this week. And Bob, today's shaping up to be a good day for those who are arriving.
I would think so, yeah. We're getting the rain out of here. Of course, Matt, yesterday, that was brutal. Temperatures in the 90s, feeling like lower 100s, and all that humidity. Then we had the storms last night, and now all that is getting swept out to sea, and that means we're looking at drier conditions the next couple of days. Comfortable, lower humidity as we go through the next couple of days. Here's Tuesday and Wednesday looking comfortable today as well, and then we get very humid to miserable by the 4th of July. Well, 4th of July humid, and then it's very humid to miserable into the holiday weekend. At that time, I think we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms. 5-day temperature trend. Today, it's 80 degrees. Keep in mind, first day of July, we're usually around 87. 81 tomorrow, up to 84 Wednesday, and then the 4th of July, it's hot. 91 and then 92 on into your Friday, and then staying hot for the rest of the holiday weekend. Temperatures out the door this morning, not bad. 68 Indian River Inlet, 67 in Millsboro. Georgetown, you're at 65. Seaford, right now, you're at 66 degrees. And the winds, this is nice, coming out of the north. We like that direction this time of year as we start to cool things off, and we're looking at breezier conditions along the coast. So we'll see that breezy northerly wind today starting to dry us out. We're starting to see some breaks in the clouds, but still some lingering showers down near Chincoteague, Elliott, some light showers there, even some heavier showers down towards Norfolk right now as we've got a cold front slowly moving offshore and taking all the storms with it, but still kind of hanging out across eastern North Carolina. But we've got a huge area of high pressure across the Great Lakes, and that will slowly move in the next few days and give us beautiful weather. So let's walk you through it. Any clouds or showers will clear out, I think, by about 7 or 8 a.m. And then it's sunshine, northerly breeze today, and a slow rise in temperatures, mid-70s, comfortable humidity, close to 80 as we go into the afternoon and evening, cooler 70s at the beaches. Maybe a few clouds as we go through the overnight, but a very pleasant start to our Tuesday with temperatures in the low to mid-60s. 60s, and then Tuesday, much like today, another beautiful day, low humidity, lots of sunshine, and temperatures into the low 80s, and then comfortable into Tuesday evening. Want to fast forward to the 4th of July, and it's going to be hot and humid. We're into a southwest flow. I think we're dry really much of the day on your 4th. And then we go through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I think we will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms from time to time, especially with the heating of the day. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 80 today, beautiful, and then a slow climb in temperatures through the week, 84 by Wednesday. For the 4th, 91, and then lower 90s Friday for the rest of the 4th of July holiday weekend, looking at isolated to scattered showers and storms. Here's your umbrella winner for today. It's Mason Preddy from Lewis. Congratulations, Mason. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. Nothing says summer at the beach like ice cream.
And Coast TV's Madeline Overturf shows us now how the newest shop in Rehoboth Beach not only serving sweet treats, but it's changing lives.
Connor Watson is the first employee on shift at Uncle David's Ice Cream.
Give me a smile.
The store is named after David Sampson, the brother-in-law of Dennis Deal and brother of Dennis's wife, Sharon Lee.
He was my inspiration. He was just a sweet and gentle person.
Like Connor, David had Down syndrome, and so do the employees at Rehoboth's newest ice cream shop who work alongside support staff.
Our point is to raise awareness for people with Down syndrome, and here we're putting them front and center where people can see them working and how good they are.
Awesome! Everything in this store is set up to help those with Down syndrome succeed. Take a look here. There are corresponding numbers to each ice cream flavor. That's because managers tell me numbers are typically easier for those with Down syndrome to work with.
On that same note, Uncle David's deals with dollars, not change, and is a walk-up window only for safety.
Number 22.
It's a legacy for a beloved brother
Dennis.
And a future for people just like Connor.
This is going to be the happiest ice cream store in Rehoboth.
Scooping up opportunities on Rehoboth Avenue. For Coast TV News, I'm Madeline Overturf.
The store is located right by the avenue that's up by City Hall, and get this, all the money raised goes to the Boardwalk Buddy Walk. That benefits research, education, and family support for those with Down syndrome.
Love that story. Still ahead on Coast TV News today, boat parade prep taking place in Lewis, what one judge says about a special blast from the past expected at this year's event. Coast TV News today, we'll be right back.
There's a difference between a great golf setting and a setting for great golf. You've seen the Open before, right? We're talking about wind, sea, rain, dunes, bunkers, rough. There's a reason the forces that make the Scottish coastline also make the champion golfer of the year. Unbelievable. This isn't just the Open. It's golf, as it's meant to be. The Open Championship on NBC and Peacock. Part of the greatest summer of golf.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
The beauty is hard to miss at Ocean City's premier golf course, Eagles Landing. Overlook the Sinnapunxent Bay's salt marshes and enjoy the unspoiled beauty of Assateague Island National Seashore. Eagles Landing offers 5 sets of tees, making the course playable for beginners and challenging for most skilled golfers. And the Caddy Shack Cafe and Pro Shop ensure golfers have everything they need. Find our best rates at eagleslandinggolf.com. Eagles Landing, upholding the tradition of the game.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. CoastTV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. CoastTV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
On July 4th, thousands will be lining up on the banks each side of the canal in Lewis. 40 to 50 boats will parade from the Roosevelt Inlet up to the drawbridge and then back. The parade starts at 1:30. Judges will award first, second, and third place plaques by the Overfalls Lightship. That'll be at 3:30. The event raises money for the Overfalls Foundation. Mayor Andrew Williams will be emceeing this event. Registrations accepted until 3 o'clock Wednesday, July 3rd. That is this week at Lewis Chamber of Commerce or at the Harbor Bait and Tackle Shop. And we caught up with one of the judges and boat parade chairs to see what we can expect from the event this year.
Flags and all sorts of different themes. People get very creative. In fact, the Lewis Historical Society will feature 2 boats going back to the period of 1812.
And there's a lot more happening in Lewis for Independence Day. Children's games on 2nd Street, that's at 9 a.m. The Doodah Parade, that's around 4:30 to 5 p.m. Fireworks launch at dusk.
Looking forward to all the festivities coming up this week. And First Alert meteorologist Bob Try, he's back with us. And we are working on a cooler day, slightly cooler day along the coast for July, Paige. July.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right? It's always nice to get a break, especially this time of year, because you know eventually the heat and humidity will come back, guys. And it will by the end of the week. But looking good at the beach for today and elsewhere. Some clouds this morning, maybe a stray shower, Ocean City and Fenwick Island. Otherwise, we get into the sunshine. A breezy northerly wind and temperatures warming into the 70s. Should wind up in the upper 70s. For Lewis and Rehoboth, we're looking at 60s early on and then 70s midday, then close to 80 around 5. And rip current threat is low, but still be careful out there. And on the Bayside, waves 1 to 2 feet in Cambridge. You're warming into the low to maybe mid 80s later on with a few clouds, and slightly cooler in Crisfield with lower 80s. We have the comfortable weather for a couple of days, and then it really warms up. Hot as a firecracker for the 4th and beyond. I'll talk about that more coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. Also coming up after the break, one of the top travel weeks begins now along the coast. We're telling you how many drivers AAA predicts will take to the streets, including, of course, the Bay Bridge.
Also, dredging begins today in Millsboro. Some of the challengers that boaters should face.
And offshore wind, we're telling you about a new bill passed in the Delaware General Assembly and what one Environment Agency's response is. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
Hi, I'm Chris Adams, owner of Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned mattress retailer. Gel memory foam is amazing. It retains its shape, keeps you cool, contours to your body, and stops motion transfer. There's a huge variety of memory foam out there, including this, so be sure to try before you buy. Bed in a box may be convenient, but it won't give you the long-lasting comfort that you deserve.
Mattress Peddlers.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Now on Coast TV News.
A cold front is sweeping away the heat and humidity and the showers as well. And then we're left with a cooler and drier air mass to start the month of July. I'll tell you how long it sticks around and what to expect for the 4th of July coming up.
Big travel day at the bridge heading into the holiday weekend. The record number is expected to hit the road with the eastbound lanes of the Bay Bridge projected to be packed this week.
Waterworks, we're looking at the dredging scheduled for today in Millsboro and potential delays for boaters.
Energy Act advances. We have a look at the next step in putting wind farms off of our coast and the claims made by the Democrats who approved it in the General Assembly.
This is Coast TV News Today.
July 1st, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Penson. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:30. Saturday, Paige. Best waves of the season for the boogie board, at least for me. So hopefully, if that's your thing, we'll have more of those great waves this week.
Yeah, definitely. My Saturday was like beautiful, 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 and then rain.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was driving from the Maryland area back to here, and I think I would just follow the storm the whole way.
You brought it with you
I guess
across
so.
the bay.
I think so. I was like, come on, rain, let's go back to Delaware. So
I think
sorry.
Saturday here was like hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
Sunday, hot, hot, hot. And then when we got the rain at night.
Boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
It was just a lot, yeah. So we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, we needed the rain, though, didn't we?
We need every drop of rain we can get, Paige. And yeah, really much of the weekend was dry here, at least where I was on Delmarva. And then we had the rain and storms last night with a cold front that is now pushing offshore. Still mostly cloudy. We still have some lingering showers, maybe around Salisbury, back to Elliott, southern tip of Delmarva as well, back into Virginia. But the trend is for these to decrease as a cold front is slowly moving offshore, pushing all this rain in that direction. Still some rain hanging on around the eastern part of North Carolina, but behind this front, we're looking at much drier air building in for today. So a beautiful way to kick off the month of July as we have temperatures in the 60s, a refreshing northerly breeze. We like to see that this time of year. That will lower the humidity throughout the day, and any clouds or showers this morning quickly move out as temperatures are warming through the 70s. And by this afternoon, gorgeous conditions, breezy out of the north, sunshine, and temperatures right around 80 inland areas and 70s at the coast, and a pretty good looking evening as well. UV index brought to us by Ocean City, very high. It's a 10, so use extra caution out there. That's sun very high in the sky, and we're in that very high range essentially the next few days right into the 4th of July. So the higher SPF sunscreen, midday shade, limit time outdoors, and avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon.
Will do, Bob. Thank you. Sunday was the final day of the current Delaware legislative session. One of the big bills approved deals with the future of wind farms off our coast. It's called the Delaware Energy Solutions Act. It sets a target of generating 1,200 megawatts of electricity from wind farms. The bill puts in place a process to buy materials and contract labor to build wind farms. Sussex County Democrat Senator Russ Huxtable is one of the bill's co-sponsors, and it passed along party line votes in the Democrat-controlled chamber.
And we have reactions from the Nature Conservancy on the passage of this bill. According to the executive director, Lori Brennan, the expansion of sustainable clean energy solutions is critically important to the fight against climate change. The bill is now ready for Governor Carney's signature. The proposed wind farms off the Delmarva coast, they've received plenty of opposition from local communities concerned about the impact of tourism and by commercial and recreational anglers who say the wind farms will have a negative effect on the marine ecosystem.
New this morning, a bill to eliminate the death penalty failed in the Delaware General Assembly. The State House of Representatives, they could not pass a bill to permanently remove the penalty for first-degree murder. The death penalty was ruled unconstitutional by the Delaware Supreme Court in 2016, but is still codified in state law. Now, even though 24 representatives voted in favor of it being removed, the nature of the bill required a 2/3 majority vote, so it fell a few votes short of passing.
Also, final day of the legislative session complete. Governor Carney set to finalize the budget for the new fiscal year, and it's a big one, coming in at over $6 billion. Carney claims the budget will give support to public schools, the workforce, and the environment. Also includes a record-setting $98.5 million grant package. A big chunk of the budget will go towards an over $1 billion capital budget. Carney said he is proud of the work lawmakers did this session.
Happening tonight, tax increases the center of attention in Lewis. 2 public hearings are scheduled. The first one deals with a new lodging tax that city officials are pushing to be 3%. This would apply to hotels, motels, or tourist homes. The second hearing is for bumping the short-term rental tax up from 5% to 6%. According to the website AirDNA, which analyzes Airbnb data, the average daily vacation rental rate in Lewis is over $375.
Happening today, dredging schedule in Millsboro. According to the town, DNRAC will resume dredging the Indian River. The project began last fall with preparations to the wetland restoration site that will receive the dredge sediment. And when this work starts, boaters should use caution to protect their own safety as well as the safety of the dredge crews. Also, DNRAC says boaters should expect some delays when traveling in the project area.
AAA is predicting a record-setting Independence Day vacation period, and the TSA, well, they're expecting more than 32 million people to travel by air.
And today, the agency giving details on how it is handling the massive volume of travelers. Amy Kiley shows us a look at what's in store this holiday week.
This July 4th travel period could be record-setting. AAA's forecast covers June 29th through July 7th. It predicts more than 70 million Americans will go 50 or more miles from home during that time. That would be the most ever for this holiday. AAA expects most people to travel by vehicle, but the Transportation Security Administration says it expects to screen more than 32 million passengers from June 27th through July 8th. The agency says the summer as a whole might set a new record, and Independence Day tends to be when that travel peaks.
This summer's travel season began Memorial Day weekend and runs through Labor Day. TSA is prepared for the highest traveler volumes that our agency has ever seen.
Complicating holiday plans for some are an aircraft mechanics strike involving Canada's second largest airline. And the weather. That includes heat advisories in these states today, more flooding in New Mexico, and the 2024 Atlantic season's first hurricane.
It certainly has intensified very quickly.
For now, Hurricane Beryl is only a concern for Americans traveling abroad, but later this week,
we'll have to see if it continues to move more westward towards Mexico, maybe makes a bit of a northward turn toward Texas.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Now, it is expected to be a blockbuster travel week for the Bay Bridge. Overall, in America, AAA says it's projecting a record 60.6 million people will travel by car over the Independence Day week. That's an increase of 2.8 million from last year. Transportation data shows the worst time to travel by cars between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. before and on July 4th. And AAA recommends driving in the morning to avoid the rush hour on Monday, July 8th. Still got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, move over Maryland as Delmarva approaches a busy travel week. Maryland State Police are reminding drivers of an important law that promotes safety.
Also, Phil's fight for comeback win, the late inning heroics that took place Sunday at the park.
And Cantina culprit investigation. What Delaware State Police say about a shooting that happened at the Cantina in Rehoboth Beach. Stick with us on CoastTV News Today.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
You need
need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
5:40 on our Monday morning, July 1st, Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Look at the branches blowing around, winds coming right out of the north in Ocean City. It's going to cool down today, 68 as we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. A few showers hanging on maybe around Nanticoke right now, Chincoteague, but the heavier rain is farther to the south, southern tip of Delmarva, where that cold front is clearing that area, and the big storms are getting pushed out to sea. Still some showers and storms across eastern North Carolina. We're into the mid to upper 60s, and we like to see this on the first day of July, a northerly breeze. Golf forecast for today, excellent putting and excellent weather as well. 80 degrees, mostly sunny, warm, and less humid. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather line, 443-880-9100, sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Bob, thank you so much. This morning, Delaware State Police will continue to investigate a shooting at the popular Rehoboth Beach bar, the Big Chill Surf Cantina. So here's what we know so far about what happened. That call came in Friday around 12:51 a.m. It was reports of a 27-year-old man who had been shot in the leg, who was then taken to the hospital. According to police, the man was part of a group of several people who got into a fight in the parking lot. That's when, according to police, 28-year-old Jonathan Blackwell of Milford pulled out a handgun and shot the victim. Police have released an arrest warrant for Blackwell, and if you or anyone you know has any information about the shooting or the whereabouts of Blackwell, you're asked to please contact the police. We're going to head to Milton now. Due to the July 4th holiday, town says yard waste pickup will be Friday, July 5th. Trash collection will remain on Wednesday. And prepare for possible driving delays in Milton. Overnight road work begins as early as today. It could go until the end of the year. That's according to Councilwoman Lee Revis-Plank. The councilwoman saying there will be a resurfacing project in the area of Route 16, Route 113, and Route 1. It's a strictly nighttime project with crews working from 8 to 6.
Just past the halfway point of the MLB season, and it's been a smooth ride for the Phillies. That is, up until now. With Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber on the disabled list, it opens the potential of a rough patch for the team that began Sunday with baseball's best record. Phil's attempting to get a split in their series against the last-place Marlins, and they get the party started. They get it started quickly. First inning, Alec Boehm goes boom, 2-run Tater, and the Phils open with a lead. We're tied at 2 in the fourth. That's when Emmanuel Rivera, high, deep, it's almost gone. Dane Meyer scores, and it's 3-2 Marlins. It was 6-5 Marlins in the seventh, and that's when Trey Turner delivers. Big 2-out hit here. Whit Merrifield and David Dahl score. It's a comeback for the Phillies. Phillies are 26 games over 500 heading into July, and they're off today. They start a series in Chicago Tuesday night against the Cubs. Nationals limited to just 3 hits as they were shut out by the Rays. Nats have lost 5 of their last 6. The Rangers' Wyatt Langford hits for the cycle and routing the Orioles at Camden Yards. Now on the Orioles farm, how about the Shorebirds' second inning? Steven Acevedo, solo shot, his 5th of the season. The Birds get the win over the Wood Ducks, and the Shorebirds at 6-3 in the second half. They're tied for first in the Carolina League North. NASCAR Nashville, after a rain delay, Joey Logano with some savvy fuel strategy takes the checkers. First win of the season for the driver of the 22 car, and that's the 33rd of his career.
One of the most recognizable voices in Hollywood, and he wants to make sure you're not fooled by imitations. Who are we talking about? David Daniel has that and some more in the Hollywood Minute.
He's in a different world, a different life than he was in before.
Morgan Freeman is raising his famous voice against imitations of that voice. He's posted on social media thanking his fans for alerting him to alleged unauthorized use of AI-generated narration that sounds like him. Freeman follows Scarlett Johansson, who has blasted OpenAI for allegedly mimicking her voice for its AI assistant.
There's so much good stuff. You can have whatever you want. Really? Really.
Isabel DeRoy Olsen and Lily Gladstone play a niece and auntie on the run in Fancy Dance. The teenager and the Oscar nominee bonded filming the often intense drama.
She's just, so genuine, and we just clicked immediately, and it's been 2 years of our lives.
Yeah.
I'm 19 now, and nothing has changed. We're still just as close as we were.
Yeah, she was one of my guests at Cannes when Killers of the Flower Moon premiered.
Mm-hmm.
Isabel was there.
I was there.
Fancy Dance is now streaming on Apple TV+. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
We're seeing a nice sunrise on this Monday morning on our Spicer Brothers camp in Salisbury. 69, wind coming out of the north. It's a nice start to July with dry and warmer conditions, and it gets much warmer by the 4th of July, and there are some storms coming as well. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
Home fires are devastating, so confirm right now that your insurance policy will cover today's increased construction costs. Also, do a video walkthrough of your home and belongings. If a fire does occur, your first call should be a locally owned restoration company like Riptide Restoration to secure your property from theft and weather and start working to make your life whole again. Finally, call your insurance company and let them know who you've chosen to work with.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started. What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
It's now 5:47 on your Monday morning. We are going to take a live look at Ocean City. That's beautiful, Bob. Okay, the clouds. You can see the sun out there trying to break through the clouds a little bit, but going to be a great day.
It's going to be a great day. It looks a little cloudy now, even some lingering showers farther south, Paige, but it is going to improve, and it is the first day of July, and you really can't ask for a better weather pattern. It was just atrocious yesterday. The heat was just so bad, but we see a big break from that heat today. Average high is 87. I'm thinking a high right around 80 degrees, 81 Tuesday, 84 Wednesday. So looking really good the next 3 days as far as temperatures and humidity levels. But then the humidity comes up, and just in time for the 4th of July, 91 there and then 92 on your Friday. And as far as the humidity, we're pretty much in the comfortable range, I think, as we go through the next couple of days. But then we get to that midweek period just as we head towards the 4th. We're starting to get humid, and then as we go into the weekend, very humid to miserable. So enjoy the break from the heat and humidity now, because we know it's coming back. Temperatures into the mid-60s in Georgetown right now, 65, 66 in Millsboro, 68 Bethany Beach and Rehoboth at 68. We've got a northerly breeze. We'd like to see that this time of year at around, we'll say 5 to 15 miles per hour. Will be a breezy day, and that breeze driving in that drier air and sunshine eventually. But we're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now. Still lingering shower around Salisbury back through Winona. Just very, very light. The stronger and heavier showers southern tip of Delmarva, and then now moving offshore as this cold front is pushing off all the showers and storms into the ocean and taking the heat and humidity with it, and still some storms across eastern North Carolina. But to the north and west, dry as we have a huge ridge of high pressure that will build in the next couple of days. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're seeing the clouds and showers departing. Otherwise, later this morning, clear skies and temperatures in the 70s. And by this afternoon, beautiful. 2:30, mostly sunny, upper 70s, close to 80 inland, and mainly 70s along the beaches, around 80 in Georgetown and Delmar. A few clouds as we go through this evening into the overnight. Otherwise, mainly clear skies by tomorrow morning. And I think we're looking at temperatures, some places lower 60s, a little warmer at the beaches. And then tomorrow, much like today, upper 70s and low 80s, and the humidity held in check and looking pleasant into Tuesday evening. Want to fast forward to the 4th of July. It's going to be hot and muggy. We could see some storms rolling in later on in Thursday night. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think, is hot and humid, and periodic showers and storms. Won't be a complete washout, but every once in a while we'll have that threat. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 80 today, 81 Tuesday. Some pleasant overnight lows into the low 60s as we go into Wednesday morning. Wednesday, 84, and then the 4th of July, 91 degrees. And then we do start to see those showers and storms isolated to scattered Friday, 92, and then we keep it in the lower 90s Saturday and Sunday. So temperatures a little bit above average. Won't be a washout this holiday weekend, but keep an eye to the sky for those showers and storms as we go through the weekend.
Will do, Bob. Thank you so much. As drivers prepare for the holiday travel, Maryland State Police, they're emphasizing Maryland's move-over law. This law requires drivers to take certain actions when approaching any stopped, standing, or parked vehicle that's displaying warning signs. Drivers should change lanes if possible to give more space to the vehicle with activated hazard lights, road flares, or caution signs. And if changing lanes, if it's not safe, police say reduce your speed to ensure safety for yourself and others. Originally protecting emergency responders and law enforcement, the law includes all vehicles displaying warning signals.
Ocean Pines is getting ready for its 2024 Board of Directors election. The election committee has set up a secure drop-off box. This will be at the Ocean Pines Police Station, and that drop box will remain open throughout the deadline of Tuesday, August 6th at 4 p.m. The ballots may be dropped off anytime until then, 24 hours a day. We'll be right back.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Day. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
This is the big moment here.
It is just a work of art.
Effortless grace.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, baby. Wow.
Oh, baby. Boy, was that good.
The style, the flow, she's got it all going for her right now. That's jaw-dropping. Incredible. Excellence and swagger.
I'm just sitting here in awe.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
It's a critical part of overall health. Proper hydration helps the body function normally, but in the summer heat, it can be hard to know how to best replenish what's been lost in sweat.
Yeah, Mandy Gaither shows us when to pick water and when to consider an electrolyte drink to keep you hydrated.
It's long been said to drink 8 glasses of water a day, but when it comes to hydration, one size doesn't fit all.
I always explain to patients that if you have a cup of coffee and a cup of water, those cancel each other out.
Dr. Matthew Anastasi with Mayo Clinic says an average person may need about 4 to 6 glasses of plain water a day for an average lifestyle. However, active people may need more, and as they sweat, may also need to turn to drinks that have electrolytes.
But the more electrolytes you have in your body, the more water you can help to hold on to, and therefore it keeps you well hydrated.
Anastasi says the problem is that many electrolyte drinks also have things you don't want excessively in your body. That's why he says to check drink labels.
You may be taking in way too many calories, right? Way too much sugar, and you also may be well above your recommended dietary consumption of those substances that I mentioned. So I think, as with anything, it's a balancing act.
Anastasi says choosing whether to drink plain water or grab an electrolyte drink should depend on your level of activity. For regular, low-impact, less intense exercise, he says plain water is sufficient.
But if you're going on anything more than 30 minutes in duration, or anything that's going to be very intense, I do think you would benefit from hydrational support.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:56. We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is the head of his community on your screen. That is Mayor Charlie. Charlie lives in Rehoboth Beach. Apparently takes his job very seriously. He's got a very serious face. As you can see, he always makes sure to rest after a long day of being the furriest mayor ever. And Charlie was submitted to us by his secretary, Paige Cheryl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, are there 2 mayors in Rehoboth Beach? There might be a battle of the mayor.
Well, I think there's a furry mayor and a regular mayor.
That makes more sense. Okay. Well, don't forget, we want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes your pets so special.
You can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Coming up on 5:57, time for a quick look at your forecast now before you head out the door.
And first day of July, not quite as hot as you would expect.
No, not as bad. And guys, my last pet was named Charlie as well. Aww. Golden Retriever, same spelling. Oh. I named my dogs after hurricanes, so yeah, we had Charlie in Florida, and that was my last pet. Thought I'd throw that in there. As far as the weather goes, guys, it is looking nice out there. We're looking at, well, nicer as we go later in the day. We're looking at some clouds this morning, maybe a stray shower farther south on Delmarva, and then 60s and then eventually 70s, upper 70s to around 80 later on. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast, looking at 80 today, pleasant the next few days, lower humidity, 81 Tuesday, Wednesday 84, then it's hot, 4th of July 91, pretty muggy, and then isolated to scattered storms Friday into the rest of the holiday weekend, not a washout, lower 90s, and then still pretty summery pattern after that into next week, upper 80s and low 90s, and a few more storms.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, a win for wind farms, the newly passed bill in Delaware, and claims made by its supporters. All that and more as we continue on Coast TV News Today.